Well, we all get tough spots in our schedule, and it showed a little bit. You know, that's a hell of a basketball team. I'm sure they had more energy at the beginning of the road trip than they do now, and they'll come back. They're a great team. Case does a great job with them. So we did take advantage of that, but I thought we played very well. We played with a lot of desire and a lot of fiber tonight. Executed pretty well. So it was a very good win against a good team.
It seemed like Tony sort of took command just of running things at the start.
You know, I think everybody was really focused. Tony really kept us in a great pace. Kawhi was aggressive. Pau and LaMarcus were aggressive. And that was at both ends of the court. It just carried over.
6 times this season, coach, that you guys are finished with 30 or more assists. Why does it seem so dangerous when you accomplish that?
Well, any team is dangerous when you move the ball like that. You know, it's hard to guard when the ball changes sides and people don't get caught in a crowd and get caught dribbling. You just play with open people, and shots are more uncontested. It just sort of multiplies. So when we do that, it's a good thing, combined with not too many turnovers. The last group kind of let it go and had about 7 turnovers over a period, but other than that, I thought we were pretty good.
You mentioned the defense, 13 block shots, and just pretty active at that end of the floor.
Yeah, I think, you know, we made them react to our defense. We didn't just sit back and follow them around. I thought we were up into them, touching them, and that's important for us to do because sometimes we get caught in just watching and trying to be in a good position rather than trying to make people react to our defense.
Having said that, how were you guys able to hold Kyle Lowry to 6 points when the season average is 22?
Sometimes it happens. He's a great player, and you know, part of it is probably he didn't have a great night, and part of it is we did concentrate on him quite a bit.
Did it appear to you that Kawhi pretty clearly had his legs back under him in this one?
Yeah, Kawhi felt like himself tonight. You know, he gets a lot of credit for pushing himself through the Atlanta game, but tonight he was back to normal.
You felt a lot better tonight than you did in Atlanta.
For sure. I mean, a couple of days of extra rest, getting that out of my system. So I felt a lot better energy-wise.
Just talk about the performance, start to finish. Didn't have to come from behind like y'all have here lately.
I feel like we got hot early on the offensive end, and you know, once you do that, then you fuse your defense, and vice versa, and then we just kept going from there. Didn't turn over the ball early, and just was feeling those guys on the defensive end the whole night.
When you see Tony Parker penetrate, shoot that teardrop shot early, and keep going into the middle, into the paint, do you have a pretty good sense that it's going to be a good night for the guys on the perimeter on the pick and pop?
For sure. Even when he's not making it, you know, guys always have to respect him getting into that lane, and he has you know, vision to see us out there. You know, he's always drawing 2 guys, and someone's always open.
Their offense has been so prolific and just scoring so many points this year. You think this is your best performance of the season defensively?
I'm not sure. I mean, we had a couple games where we limited teams to a lower field goal percentage, and I mean, we're just trying to keep going from here. We didn't feel that way tonight.
You guys blocked 15 shots tonight as a team. In a way, does it feel like blocks can be contagious sometimes? They just come in bunches?
I'm not sure about that. Guess we were just there on the help side and just athletic tonight.
Did the ball movement early kind of spark your hot start?
Yeah, you know, I thought we made the extra pass. You know, that's just the way, you know, that guys play here. I thought guys found the open guy, and, you know, tried to get to the rim, and it was just, you know, the guys playing with confidence. Just, you know, just moving the ball out there.
You felt like you had a mismatch tonight on Pascal?
I was trying to be aggressive, you know, trying to go to the rim and just make plays. Who left? It's not my job to say. You know, I was, you know, just trying to play basketball out there.
When you look at the 30 assists on the offense and the points. And if you look at the defense, 13 blocks, a complete game at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I think tonight was one of our better defensive games for us, guarding two guys that are really good in the pick and roll. DeRozan still made some tough shots, which you have to live with, but, I think overall guys guarded the pick and roll well tonight.
LaMarcus, when Tony is playing like that and kind of channeling his vintage self, does that energize the team?
It just makes it easier on everyone. When he's getting to the rim, then the big has to drop more, and then I'm wide open for pick and pops. Pau is, more open for pick and pops, so it just makes it, everything open for us for sure.
What's been the key to your recent play? Other than that game, Portland, just really been playing well.
I would say that the Portland game was, the start for it, because a coach kind of force fed me. I had an opportunity to try to find my rhythm. I had a lot of misses in that game, but that was big for me finding my rhythm, and ever since then I felt better.
You guys got off to a quick start tonight. Last couple of games at home, you kind of fell behind and then had to come back. Was it nice to kind of be in front and control from there?
Yeah, I think it was great to have guys locked in. From the start. That's a top team in the East, so you can't get down on those guys. So I thought guys came ready to play for sure.
Toronto's been one of, if not the best offensive team in the league this year. Was this about as locked in as you guys have been defensively, holding to what you did?
I would say this is definitely one of our better defensive games as far as pick and roll. All the bigs being up, all the guards knowing what to do. Trying to be consistent out there and not give up easy shots. I thought they contested every shot out there, so that was big for us.
The Raptors said that they were going to use this game as a sort of measuring stick to see where they are. Do you guys look at this game the same way?
We just try to take it game by game. They're a good team, and guys just wanted to play well.
2003 for the Spurs. That's a long run.
It's in a minute. Yeah.
What was going on defensively on the interior?
Just active. I think we contested shots. A few great blocks. Also, DeJounte's and Davies not giving up on plays, not allowing the easy dunks or layups. So I think that's great that our younger players have that type of mindset and they compete hard no matter what too. So I think everyone just was ready to bounce back after the tough loss we had on New Year's Day, and with intensity, more physicality, more activity in the defensive end, and allow that to free up our offense, and it did.
When you see Tony penetrate, make that very first teardrop, and then keep going back in the lane, do you know that it's going to be a good night through the bigs on the pick and pop?
Yeah, you're going to get because when we run it, it's a tough cover. I think for any team to cover our guys because they're going to have to give something up. So when Tony gets going early and penetrates the defense, because they try to go under sometimes, and we just wrist screen, and at the end he will get to the paint and make his his floaters, his teardrops, or all the way in, and then he has LaMarcus and me popping a lot of the time. So we're gonna get good looks pretty much all night long. So we make them pay, and that's how we started the game. That's how we set the tone and early on, and it was good. Worked out.
You guys had a good night scoring in the paint, but that hasn't really been a forte of this team this year. Is that a function of you guys just having a lot of mid-range shooters, and that's kind of the strength of this team, is that mid-range game?
Well, and three-point shooting too. I think we were first in percentage in the league as well. I mean, we spread the floor pretty well. The second unit gets a little more in the paint, but we got to be able to mix it up. I think LaMarcus did a great job tonight of establishing again himself in the post and taking advantage of the matchup and being really effective there. I think we're a team that we're versatile. We can do either or and still be effective. I think the paint allows you to shoot a higher percentage and get more fouls. But we've been shooting the ball pretty well, as we know, and we want to continue to find our shooters.
It's part of the defensive game plan tonight that DeRozan can do what he does as long as every other Raptor is kind of under wraps.
I mean, we knew that DeRozan and Kyle were the two offensive threads of that team, and we wanted to make it tough on them. Knowing, I think DeRozan hit a lot of tough shots, and I think that's what he's been doing all year long. Those floaters and the mid-range, which are tough, contested step backs, the Euro steps and stuff. So we just made a few tonight, and I think we did an incredible job on Kyle. 2 for 9 from the field, way below his average. So that was one of the focal points, and we did a great job.
How important is it to kind of keep this momentum going and go out on the road and follow up this game?
Sure. We want to keep it going as much as we can and build on games like this. So now we have a tough road game in Denver. We know it's always a challenge to play up there, and we want to keep going. We want to keep building, keep doing the right thing on the floor, and stay hungry. That's kind of the bottom line.